Welcome back, everybody. Today, we're going to be taking a deep dive into the world of AI and leadership.
Okay.
And our guide for this journey is going to be Rohan Sharma's AI and the Boardroom.
Excellent choice.
And
It's a good one.
it's a really fascinating book. We're not just talking about
Absolutely.
the nuts and bolts of algorithms here,
Yeah.
right? We're really looking at how AI is going to be changing strategy decision-making at the very top levels. And ultimately, you know how it's going to shape the future of businesses themselves.
For sure.
So think about it this way.
Yeah.
If you were sitting in a board meeting right now
Okay.
and someone presented you with a multi-million-dollar AI investment, would you know the right questions to even ask?
Well, that's what we're going to uncover.
That's what we're going to uncover, right?
Exactly.
That's a great place to start.
Yeah. So let's jump right in.
Okay.
One of the things that Sharma really emphasizes in the book is this idea of having a strong AI operating model. Oh, absolutely. This book truly provides a fantastic framework for thinking about those big decisions.
Okay, now I got to admit,
Yeah.
operating model, when I first saw that,
Uh-huh.
I thought, oh, this is going to be a little dry.
Yeah, no, I get it. It can sound a bit jargony,
Right.
but it's actually incredibly crucial.
So convince me.
Right.
Why is this so important?
Okay, so picture this, right? You've got a company. They're pouring tons of resources into AI. Everyone's excited, but their projects are all over the place. Maybe they're even working against each other, you know?
They're not talking to each other.
Exactly. Silos, different departments doing their own thing.
Right.
Now, an AI operating model, that's what brings the structure. It's like the glue that holds it all together.
Okay.
It makes sure that every single AI initiative, every project, is aligned with the company's overall goals.
So it's not just...
It's not just about the tech, it's about strategy.
Got it.
It's about making sure that AI is actually solving the right problems.
And not creating new ones.
And not creating new ones, exactly. And
Right.
of course, it helps keep everything within those ethical and legal boundaries.
Oh, that's becoming increasingly important.
Huge.
Hugely important in this space.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like a set of guardrails.
That's a great way to put it, guardrails.
To keep AI on track.
To keep AI on track, make sure it's actually benefiting the company and not going off the rails.
It's not running amok.
Exactly.
Okay.
Now, one of the really interesting things Sharma does is he breaks down AI maturity into different levels.
Okay.
So he talks about, starting with basic data gathering, which a lot of companies are still at.
Right, just figuring out
Trying to wrangle all that data.
what they have.
Exactly. And then moving all the way up to what he calls multi-agent systems.
Oh, multi-agent systems.
That's where it gets really futuristic.
It sounds very sci-fi.
It does a little bit, right?
Give me a real-world example of that.
Absolutely. So think about a global logistics company, right? They're not just using AI to track packages anymore. They've got these interconnected AI agents working together.
Like a team of AI.
Like a team of AI, right?
Oh, wow.
So one agent might be optimizing shipping routes in real time based on weather patterns.
Oh, wow.
Another one's managing warehouse inventory flow. And then you've got another one predicting future demand.
Okay.
All these AI agents working together.
That's wild.
Constantly learning, adapting. It's
Super complex.
mind-bogglingly complex.
Yeah.
But incredibly powerful.
Okay, so the operating model helps companies figure out,
Right.
okay, where do we fall on this spectrum of AI maturity?
Where are you now and where do you want to go?
And how do we strategically move up that ladder?
That's the key strategic question.
Okay.
Now, once you've got a handle on your overall approach,
Got it.
the next big challenge is how do we structure our AI teams?
Okay.
Sharma presents several different models in the book, and each one has its own trade-offs.
I can already see how this is going to be a headache for a lot of companies.
Right.
Because if you're too centralized,
Yeah.
your AI team becomes this ivory tower.
You hit the nail on the head, too much centralization.
Right.
Your AI team becomes this isolated group of experts.
Right.
They're brilliant.
Yeah.
But they're disconnected from the rest of the business.
From the actual problems that need to be solved.
And then on the flip side, if you're too decentralized,
Right.
you could have chaos.
Everyone's doing their own thing.
Everyone's doing their own thing. No consistency.
Different standards.
Different standards. It can be a mess.
So there's no easy answer here.
There's no magic formula, unfortunately.
So how does Sharma help companies navigate this then?
Well, he provides this really helpful checklist. Okay. It prompts companies to think about what industry are you in?
Right.
How complex are your AI projects?
Makes sense.
What's your company culture like? What's your existing IT infrastructure?
So it's really about making choices
It's about making informed choices
based on
based on your specific circumstances.
your unique situation.
Exactly.
Okay. I like that it's a very practical, hands-on approach.
Very much so.
Now, of course,
Right.
none of this is going to happen without funding.
Of course, not the money question.
Right. The money question.
Always important.
So what does Sharma have to say about budgeting for AI?
Well, he has some really interesting points about that.
Okay.
He cautions against getting caught up in this hype of AI just to cut costs.
Oh, just to like automate things and
Yeah, just to automate some simple tasks.
save a few bucks.
Exactly. He argues that the real game-changing potential of AI lies in its ability to drive growth.
So it's not about doing the same things cheaper.
It's about doing new things.
It's about doing totally new things.
Creating entirely new revenue streams.
It's interesting.
Think about a company that uses AI to develop a brand new product.
Okay, give me an example.
Let's say you're a fashion retailer.
Right.
You could use AI to analyze customer data,
Yeah.
not just to recommend products they might like,
Uh-huh.
but to actually design those products.
Oh, wow.
Imagine AI generating clothing lines,
Mm-hmm.
tailored to specific customer segments,
That's fascinating.
adapting designs in real time based on trends, social media buzz.
So you're not just saving money.
You're not just saving money, you are revolutionizing the industry.
You're changing the entire game.
Exactly.
So it's about thinking bigger, bolder.
Absolutely. Thinking big, thinking bold.
I like that.
And he also dives into the human side of all of this.
Okay.
AI talent strategy.
Oh, this is huge.
It's a huge challenge.
Because everyone's competing for the same small pool of experts.
Right. It's a war for talent out there.
What's the secret weapon?
So Sharma suggests it's about more than just money.
Okay, more than just salary.
More than just salary.
Awesome.
Think flexible work arrangements, opportunities to work on projects with a real social impact.
That's interesting.
Even creating these internal AI communities where these experts can learn from each other, connect, share ideas.
Not feel isolated.
Exactly. Avoid that feeling of isolation.
So it's not just about traditional corporate perks.
It's about appealing to what truly motivates these people.
Got it.
These are folks who are driven by a desire to solve complex problems, to see their work make a difference in the world.
Push the boundaries.
Absolutely. They want to push those boundaries.
This has been incredibly insightful.
I'm glad you're finding it helpful.
I feel like we've already covered a lot of ground.
We have. We've laid a good foundation.
Can we quickly recap
Sure.
just the key takeaways so far?
Okay, so we talked about establishing a robust AI operating model
Okay.
to make sure those AI initiatives are structured and purposeful.
Right.
We explored the complexities of structuring AI teams, recognizing that there's no one-size-fits-all solution.
Right, for every company.
Every company is different.
Got it.
We emphasized the importance of focusing on AI's growth potential,
Not just cost cutting.
not just cutting costs.
And thinking bigger.
Thinking bigger.
And finally, we discussed attracting
Right.
and keeping that top AI talent
The best and the brightest.
by really understanding what motivates them.
Exactly. Appealing to their values, their aspirations.
It's more than just a paycheck.
It's about creating a work environment where they can thrive.
Awesome.
That's the key.
Well, we're going to take a short break,
Sounds good.
and we'll be back soon to delve into more from AI and the boardroom.
I'm ready when you are.
Stick with us.
All right, so let's pick up where we left off.
Okay, I'm ready.
We were talking about AI talent strategy and how crucial it is for companies to attract and retain that top talent.
Absolutely.
But there's another piece to this puzzle
Okay.
that Sharma really digs into in the book,
What's that?
and that is monetizing AI.
Oh, okay. So how do we actually make money from this?
Exactly how do we turn this amazing technology into cold, hard cash?
Bottom line results.
That's what we're talking about. And he goes beyond just integrating AI into existing products. He actually urges companies to think about building entirely new AI-powered offerings.
This has been in the back of my mind since our last conversation.
I bet.
Like, what could these look like?
It's really exciting to think about, right?
Yeah, so give me some concrete examples.
Okay.
What are we talking about here?
So imagine a world where education is delivered through these personalized AI tutors
Okay.
that can adapt to each student's learning style
Wow.
or picture AI-driven tools
Mm-hmm.
that can predict and prevent equipment failures in a factory,
So we're talking about slashing down,
slashing downtime, boosting productivity.
like predictive maintenance on steroids.
Exactly.
Okay.
Or we might even see the rise of AI-powered investment platforms
Yeah.
that can give highly personalized financial advice,
Oh, that's interesting.
democratizing access to sophisticated wealth management strategies.
So it's not just about like the rich getting richer.
Exactly. It's about leveling the playing field, using AI to empower everyone.
I like that.
The possibilities are practically endless.
It's mind-boggling to think about.
It really is.
Okay, but all this talk about
Yeah.
AI creating content,
Right.
like writing, generating things.
Mm-hmm.
What about copyright?
The big legal question.
Right, like intellectual property.
That's a huge issue.
Who owns that if an algorithm creates it?
It's a very gray area right now.
It's got to be a nightmare for lawyers.
It's a fascinating challenge for the legal system.
So Sharma addresses this.
He tackles it head on in the book.
What does he say?
Well, he points out that the landscape is changing so rapidly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just recently, the U.S. Copyright Office granted copyright for a comic book that was created using AI.
Yep.
But here's the catch.
What's the catch?
They only granted it because a human artist played a significant role in the process.
So there still had to be that human element.
For now, at least that seems to be the key factor.
What happens when AI becomes even more sophisticated?
Right.
And it can do all this without much human input.
That's the million-dollar question.
Is that just a legal minefield waiting to happen?
It definitely presents a challenge for our existing legal framework.
Then companies are already using AI to generate marketing copy, write music.
All sorts of content.
So figuring out ownership and how to protect that.
It's becoming more and more urgent.
So this really underscores this broader need for what we've been talking about.
AI governance.
AI governance, right?
Exactly.
It's not just individual companies setting their own rules.
Right.
It's about creating those broader frameworks to guide responsible AI development.
For society as a whole.
For society as a whole, absolutely.
Sharma talks about this.
He argues for a robust approach to AI governance, both within companies
internally
and then externally through government regulation.
Exactly. It's a delicate balance.
It's got to be.
Right.
How do we foster innovation, but also safeguard against the potential risks?
And the unintended consequences.
Right.
Because there are risks.
Well, paint me a picture of what could go wrong.
Okay, so imagine a world where AI is used in hiring, but those algorithms are actually perpetuating existing biases.
Oh, so they're excluding qualified candidates.
Exactly, based on things like gender, ethnicity.
That's scary.
Or think about the potential for AI to be used to create incredibly realistic deepfakes.
Oh, wow.
Spreading misinformation.
Causing chaos.
Sowing social unrest.
That's a dark path.
It's a sobering thought, for sure.
So robust AI governance is about trying to prevent that.
It's about mitigating those risks.
What would that actually look like, though?
Well, Sharma discusses several different approaches that are being explored globally. He talks about the European Union's General Data Protection Regulation, GDPR, which is a really interesting model for data privacy in the age of AI. Other frameworks focus on algorithmic transparency.
So basically, companies have to explain.
Exactly. They have to open up the black box.
Show their work.
And show how their AI systems are making those decisions.
I see.
The key is to ensure fairness, accountability.
And that there's human oversight.
Human oversight is crucial. We can't just let the machines run wild.
Right.
We need to be in control.
Okay, so it's a lot to consider.
It is.
But it sounds like companies really need like a roadmap, a practical guide to building this infrastructure.
Well, Sharma provides some really actionable advice on building that solid AI infrastructure.
Okay, what's he suggesting?
He emphasizes investing in data management, making sure you have high-quality data.
Right, garbage in, garbage out,
exactly,
as they say.
He also talks about the importance of security, keeping that data safe.
Yeah, data breaches are a nightmare.
Nobody wants that.
And he talks about cloud computing.
The cloud is essential for AI.
Okay.
It provides that scalability and power that you need to handle all that data.
So you're saying it's not just about...
It's not just about hiring brilliant AI experts.
It's about having the foundation.
It's about the foundation, the infrastructure.
Got it.
He compares it to building a skyscraper.
Okay.
You need a strong foundation.
To support all those ambitions.
Exactly. Otherwise, the whole thing could crumble.
Makes sense.
Now, here's another crucial question.
Okay.
How do we measure the success of all these AI initiatives?
Right. It can't just be about having cool technology.
It's got to deliver business value.
Show you the money.
Show me the money, exactly.
Okay.
So Sharma talks about the importance of setting clear KPIs.
Key performance indicators.
Key performance indicators for every AI project.
So we're talking about things like,
Is it saving us money?
is it boosting customer satisfaction?
Is it generating new revenue streams?
Exactly. We need to be able to track that.
And those metrics should be aligned
They need to be aligned.
with the overall business goals.
Absolutely.
So it's not just a vanity project.
AI is not a toy.
It's about achieving those outcomes.
It's a powerful tool for driving real business results.
Okay, I'm with you.
Now, Sharma also dives into
Yeah.
the unique challenges and opportunities
Okay.
of implementing AI in different industries.
Makes sense.
So, for instance, in healthcare, AI might be used for personalized treatments,
Oh, wow.
early disease detection,
That's amazing.
while in manufacturing,
Okay.
it could be leveraged to optimize those production lines.
And predict equipment failures.
Exactly. Each industry has its own unique needs.
So you need specialized expertise
Absolutely.
to really make it work.
You can't just take a cookie cutter approach.
Got it.
Now, this brings us to
Yeah.
one of the most talked about aspects of AI.
Oh, here we go. The impact on jobs.
The big question,
The elephant in the room.
are the robots going to take over?
Are we all going to be out of work?
Right. Is mass unemployment inevitable?
Sharma addresses this head on.
What does he say?
He acknowledges the anxiety
Right.
around this issue.
Understandably so.
He admits that AI will definitely disrupt certain industries and job functions,
There's no denying that.
but he offers a more nuanced perspective.
Okay, I'm listening.
He argues that AI actually has the potential to augment human capabilities,
Okay.
not just replace them.
So it's about freeing us up?
Exactly, freeing us up from those repetitive tasks,
The boring stuff.
the boring stuff,
So we can focus on
the higher level creative work,
more interesting things.
the things that humans are really good at.
Okay, give me an example.
Imagine doctors using AI to analyze medical scans.
That would save so much time.
Would free up their time
Yeah.
to spend more time with patients.
Right, actually talking to people.
Yeah.
Building those relationships.
Or financial analysts using AI to sift through all that market data.
That's right, so they can focus on developing
The big picture.
the big picture, those innovative investment strategies.
Okay, so it's not about replacement.
It's about collaboration.
Humans and AI working together
Working together.
like a team
Like a dynamic duo.
to achieve more than either could alone.
That's the vision.
I like that.
Now, of course,
Yeah,
this requires reskilling,
right. We're going to need new skills.
upskilling the workforce,
Upskilling the workforce.
preparing people for this new world.
Exactly. Equipping them with the tools they need to thrive in this AI augmented reality.
So it's a mindset shift.
It's a mindset shift.
We can't just be afraid of AI
We need to embrace it as an opportunity
to learn, grow
to elevate our skills and redefine what it means to be productive.
in the 21st century.
Yeah, this brave new world.
There's a lot to take in,
It is a lot to digest.
but I feel like we're just scratching the surface here.
There's always more to explore.
This is great.
I'm glad you're finding it valuable.
Well, we've covered a lot of ground again.
We have. We've made some serious progress.
Can we recap
Yeah, sure.
just some of the key takeaways?
Absolutely. So we talked about the exciting possibilities
Okay.
of monetizing AI by creating
Mm-hmm.
new AI-powered products and services.
Right, totally new things.
Exactly.
We also touched upon
Yeah.
the evolving legal landscape
Which is a minefield.
around AI-generated content.
It's a fascinating area to watch,
And we delved into the critical importance of robust AI governance.
both within companies and for society as a whole.
Right, to mitigate those risks
Absolutely.
and ensure that AI is developed responsibly.
That's the key.
And then, of course, we talked about
Yeah.
AI's impact on the workforce,
The big question.
emphasizing the need for reskilling, upskilling.
And collaboration between humans and machines.
We're all in this together.
We are.
Well, we're going to take a short break
Sounds good.
and be right back with some concluding thoughts
I'm looking forward to it.
from AI in the Boardroom. Stay with us.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm still processing everything we just talked about.
That's a lot to take in.
Yeah. It's clear that AI isn't just some technological shift. It's a societal transformation.
Absolutely. It's touching every aspect of our life.
Yeah, from the way we work to the laws we live by.
And it's only going to accelerate from here.
You know, one thing that really struck me about Sharma's book is how much he emphasizes continuous learning.
It's not a one-time thing.
And adaptation.
It's a journey.
Right, because this world of AI,
it's constantly evolving.
It's not static. It's not like, okay, we learned it, we're good now.
Nope.
Right, there are new breakthroughs, new applications.
Every single day there's something new.
So for leaders, this isn't just a set it and forget it kind of thing.
No way, they need to be constantly learning.
Otherwise they risk
falling behind.
Falling behind big time.
Yeah, and that's a dangerous place to be.
So Sharma actually talks about creating a robust AI ecosystem.
He does. He talks about building that culture of AI within the company.
What does that look like in the real world?
Okay, so think about it this way.
Okay.
You want to encourage collaboration between different departments.
Break down those silos.
Break down those silos, exactly, because knowledge sharing is key.
People got to be talking to each other.
Absolutely, and you want to invest in training, development programs for everyone.
Not just the tech people.
Everyone at all levels needs to understand AI.
Why it matters.
How it's relevant to their work.
That's interesting.
But I think even more importantly, it's about creating a culture that embraces innovation.
Okay, so being comfortable.
A willingness to experiment.
With failure.
To take some risks. To try new things.
Viewing AI as a tool.
Not a threat.
Not this scary thing.
Exactly. AI is a tool for empowerment.
I like that.
It can help us do amazing things.
So it sounds like to really embrace AI, it requires a real cultural shift.
It does. It's a fundamental change.
Within organizations.
The way we think, the way we work.
Challenging those traditional ways of operating.
It's about being open to new possibilities.
Okay, now we can't talk about AI. Without talking about the ethical implications.
Of course, the ethics of AI.
That's a huge part of Sharma's book.
It's woven throughout the entire book.
He's very clear that ethical principles should be baked into every stage of the AI lifecycle.
From the very beginning to the very end.
Right, so from that initial data collection. Algorithm
development all the way through to deployment.
And ongoing monitoring.
Monitoring and evaluation.
So it's not just like, oh, we built it. It's ethical. Now we're done.
Nope. It's an ongoing process.
So what does that mean? Operationalizing ethical principles.
So Sharma actually provides some very practical steps.
Okay, good. Because this can feel kind of abstract sometimes.
Right. Like, what does it actually mean?
Yeah.
So he talks about establishing those clear AI governance frameworks.
Outlining responsible AI practices.
So like a set of rules, a code of conduct.
A code of conduct for AI.
Okay.
He also talks about conducting regular audits of your algorithms.
To make sure they're not biased.
To detect and mitigate any potential biases.
And making sure that there's a human in the loop.
Human oversight is essential.
So it's not just the machines making all the decisions.
We need to be involved.
We need to be accountable.
Accountability is key.
We talked about some of the legal stuff.
Right.
The AI copyright.
Intellectual property, that's a huge area.
But are there other legal challenges?
Oh, there are tons.
That leaders need to be thinking about?
So Sharma dives into data privacy in the age of AI.
Right. GDPR, all of that.
GDPR, exactly. How do those regulations shape the way we collect, store, and use data?
It's a whole new ballgame.
It really is. And he also touches upon this idea of liability.
Oh, when things go wrong.
When things go wrong with AI systems.
Who's responsible? Exactly who's to blame when an autonomous vehicle crashes?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Right. Those are the kinds of questions that lawyers are grappling with right now.
So it feels like AI is forcing us.
It's pushing the boundary.
To rethink our legal frameworks.
Of our existing legal systems.
Yeah.
Because the old rules just don't quite fit anymore.
So it's a lot of unknowns.
There's a lot of uncertainty for sure.
But I think Sharma ends the book.
Yeah.
On a note of...
He's cautiously optimistic.
Cautious optimism. Okay.
He acknowledges the challenges, the risks, the ethical dilemmas.
Right. Those are all real.
They're very real. But he also sees...
the potential.
The immense potential of AI.
Right.
To solve some of humanity's biggest problems.
Disease poverty.
Disease, poverty, climate change, you name it.
He believes that AI can be a force for good.
He believes in its power to drive innovation.
And ultimately...
to create a better future.
That's the hope, right?
That's the hope that AI can help us build a better world.
So it feels like we're at a crossroads.
We are.
With AI right now.
It's a pivotal moment.
And the choices we make today...
they're going to shape the future.
You're going to determine whether AI becomes this force for good.
Or something we come to regret.
We have that power.
We do. We have the power to shape its destiny.
So as we wrap up our deep dive
Yeah.
into AI in the boardroom,
It's been a great discussion.
I'm walking away with this renewed sense of urgency.
I feel that too.
Like the future of AI is being shaped right now.
It's happening as we speak.
And our actions, our decisions
Our choices matter.
matter a lot.
They will determine what kind of future we create.
So thank you for joining us
Thank you for having me.
on this journey.
It's been a pleasure.
We hope you found it enlightening.
Hopefully a little bit thought-provoking.
Thought-provoking for sure.
And maybe even a little bit inspiring.
Yeah. Keep exploring these ideas.
Keep asking those tough
All
questions.
right, let's work together
We're all in this together.
to create an AI-powered future.
That benefits everyone.
It benefits all of humanity.
That's the goal.